obviously just a huge gopher problem presenting itself here. And we've tried flooding these gophers out. We've tried the giant destroyer smoke gas treatment when we found a fresh mound of dirt. But I think the problem is as we walk along out back here, we just see so many mounds of dirt. So there's obviously just a huge tunnel system underneath all this ground by now. And I mean, there's just mounds of dirt everywhere. So, you know, pretty much realized that even as a tenant here, I need to take care of this gopher problem. What we're going to try today is we're going to actually try a system I found on Amazon, and it got really good reviews on Amazon. It was $30 on Amazon. The Yard Butler gopher and mole bait applicator that applies bait into the subsoil or into the tunneling system. It has directions right on it. Now, I didn't actually buy this on Amazon. Like I say, it was $29.95 on Amazon at this time, but I actually found this at Home Depot for $10 less, only $19.95. So it seemed like a pretty fair price to try it. I wanted to get some poison that I saw on Amazon, but I didn't want to wait, like, because it wasn't prime. I didn't want to wait, you know, 10 or 15 days for the poison to get here. That was fairly reviewed. I think it was called Gopher Getter or something like that. But I just tried my local feed store here, and I came up with Omega. I couldn't find any reviews for this stuff online. I live here in Idaho, in the Pacific Northwest, but this is Omega Gopher Grain Bait Poison, and it tells you to put the poison down inside the tunnels as well. And it's kind of a granular grain type of a poison, which is, I guess, what you want for this Yard Butler system. So I guess the way this works is you take this wing nut off and you load the poison inside the top here, and then what you do is you replace the cap, and then this nozzle here, I'm gonna have to break that tie, but you take that out and you turn it twice, and that dispenses the granular poison down inside the pole, and it comes out right there when you turn it. And so it dispenses the poison right into you'll put this down right into the tunnel. So we've got to find a tunnel first, and we're going to go out here and look towards one of the fresher piles of dirt and see if we can find a tunnel and see if we can start applying some of this poison. And I have a feeling it's going to be kind of a slow process. We're going to have to apply probably a lot of poison to get rid of the gopher problem out here, but we're definitely going to try this now and see how well this works. So we'll be back. All right, guys, what you're looking for here is a fairly new pile of loose dirt here, and we're just going to go ahead and take a really skinny long screwdriver, and we're going to take it around the edge. And if it's hard to push in, you know, you're probably not hitting a tunnel, but there's got to be tunnels coming out from the side here, and right here I think I just felt some loose dirt. Right there feels like one. And we could dig down here, but we're pretty sure that that's a loose tunnel, and we can come further out. Oh, right there. Right there, so how easy that goes in. Same thing right there. So yeah, definitely. So we definitely got a tunnel coming out this way. Yep. So it looks like it's not too deep. So what we're going to do is we're definitely going to go ahead and try this right here. We'll just go ahead and put our screwdriver there to go ahead and mark that. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut our strap here. Open this thing up. And we'll go ahead and loosen the wing nut on the top here. Get our poison. So we'll go ahead and Put some of this in there, enough for a couple of doses, and go ahead and try to plant it in that tunnel we found. Alright guys, once you got it a little bit in here, you're going to want to go ahead and replace your black cover here. And then put your wing nut back on. Put it on tight enough to where it won't come off. And then what you're going to want to do is just take this, and you're supposed to turn it twice to open this hole up down here, and then that dispenses the poison into the tunnel. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. This gadget is pretty nice. I mean, it has the how to load directions and how to use it. Directions right here on the handle. We'll actually bring it over twice, just like that, and it'll spit double the poison out into a pile down into the tunnel. So that's how that works. So pretty cool little nifty tool. Okay, we've put our applicator into the soil here where we've marked it, and we push down. It's a little bit firm at the start there, but that's why I like these two big handles on this applicator here. You just push down until you actually feel it hit the bottom. So I mean, it's real loose right there. So once we feel it hit the bottom of the tunnel there, that's where we're going to want to go ahead and apply the poison. So we're going to go ahead and turn this around. It says to turn it twice. Right here, it says turn handle twice to get the right amount of poison. Okay, and then we do it again. Bring it all the way over, and then shut it. And I would assume that would be dumping the right amount of poison into the tunnel down there. So we can see that it left a hole in the ground. We can cover that up to make sure there's no light coming in to the tunnel. So hopefully it'll bait properly. Let's go ahead and look for another hole or another tunnel by another one of our mounds of dirt here. Again, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to take our screwdriver, way too firm. Not finding any tunnels yet. Maybe right there. I think that's a tunnel right there, right about the top. We're going to go ahead and try that. Yep, same thing. I mean, it's really loose right here, so you know that's a tunnel going in there. You can see, I mean, we know that there's a tunnel got to be right there because that's loose, and then I'm hitting bottom right there. So we're going to go ahead and dump some of this poison right here as well. And we're going to turn this all the way around. And it says turn it twice. Okay. So hopefully that's what it means by turn it twice, to dump the poison in. If any of you guys have one of these yard butlers and you've used this, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how it's worked out for you, or if I'm doing this right or wrong. But hopefully if we do this over the next week or two, I'm hoping I get rid of these gophers and start seeing less and less of these new mounds of dirt all the time. Alright guys, just to let you know, I'm getting pretty quick at this, going around to these different piles, because there's quite a few that are pretty new. And I mean, it's really getting pretty easy. I kind of like this tool. I just hope that the poison works. I mean, here's a new pile, and I'm kind of seeing that the pile, where a lot of times right in the middle of the pile, there's like a V, almost like a V. This one's a little bit smaller than usual, but you can do around the side, and there's usually nothing around the side, but usually right up where the V is, at least with my gophers here in my backyard, I mean, it's usually right there in the middle at the top. So that makes it pretty easy. And then you just stick your poison applicator right down there, right where you found the hole, and it's as easy as slinging this thing to over there and then back. Now I don't know if I'm, like I say, if I'm putting too much poison in by going 2 rounds here. That's what it says, 2 turns, so I assume that's what it means. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'd rather put too much poison down in there than not enough, and only half killing the gophers and having them survive. So I'd rather double kill them than not kill them. So I'm just going around to all these holes. I've already done about 8 or 10 of these holes and applied poison to a tunnel that I find around the edge of it. A couple of them I found a couple of different tunnels on different sides of it, and pretty easy. I mean, an application is like, once you get this thing loaded with your poison, application takes, you know, a minute or 2 at each hole. So if this works, this is going to be a great product. So with that, with a yard butler and the gopher poison, we'll sign off for right now, and we'll definitely come back and give you an update on, you know, how this is working, if it seems to be killing any gophers. The bad thing is we're not really going to have any proof of any dead gophers with this poison, so you know, we'll just have to hope that we start seeing less and less mounds all over the back of our yard, and that'll be the proof we have. So it may take a while before we actually start knowing if this yard butler, and more importantly, if the poison that we were using is actually working to kill these gophers. So, and again, that poison that I've been using is Omega gopher grain. It says poison right on it. It's made by RCO. So we'll let you know. Thanks for watching. Be sure you leave any comments, questions, thumbs up, thumbs down, and again, subscribe if you want to. More importantly, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down and input on you know, any questions, advice, anything you might have for me. This has been Zaxter99. Thanks for watching.